Chismosas, I want to talk about this podcast that Bad Bunny recently did that is all over the internet right now. I'm sure you guys have seen clips all over, and I watched it. It was a little bit over an hour, and I feel like this is one of the interviews that he's done that he's been the most vulnerable and that I felt wasn't so superficial because the people weren't asking him very superficial questions. Now, there was this point in this interview that really got me. It wasn't the one that you've probably seen floating around where he's kind of getting choked up talking about the politics, but this part where he talks about having money and acknowledging that he has money, but not wanting that to be his entire personality and not wanting to shut out the world just because he has money to do so. But don't take my word for it. Let me show you the clip and then we can talk about it.
No soy egoísta para decir, tengo para yo sobrevivir y los demás qué. Yo no quiero vivir en una burbuja, cabrón. Yo no quiero vivir ahí en Dorado, que tengo una casa cogiendo polvo porque no quiero vivir en una burbuja donde todo está bien. Cuando yo sé que más allá, después de la verja, las cosas no están bien. Yo no quiero, volviendo al tema de mis hijos, si algún día tengo hijos, papi, yo no quiero tenerlos aquí en la canchita del parquecito de golf. Yo quiero dejarlos que vayan por ahí, para el barrio y que no vivan en una burbuja.
Now, for those of you guys that need a translation, basically Bad Bunny is saying that I acknowledge that I have money, but I don't want to live in a bubble. I could go and I can buy a house in Dorado, which is one of the richest areas in Puerto Rico, where you see a lot of people move to get a tax break, like Jake Paul. And he's like, I don't want to just buy a house in Dorado so I can get away from all the problems when I know that I have money, I'm rich, I have all this, I'm living in this bubble. But then right after that fence that divides me from all the other people, I know that people are going through it and the things are really bad out there. And if I have children, I don't want to raise them that way. I don't want to just have them in this bubble. I want them to be able to go to el barrio. I want them to go experience life. I don't want them to just have to be in this one part because this is the only part that's doing good in Puerto Rico because we're the only ones with money. Now, this whole interview really brought me back to the moment where I was talking about Anuel a few videos ago, and I was saying he thinks all of these things about Puerto Rico and the economy and politics because he's rich and he's never had to be actually affected by all the things that are happening in Puerto Rico. When on the other hand, Bad Bunny is rich and he still acknowledges all the bad things that are going on and trying to figure out what he can do to better Puerto Rico, where he was raised, where he wants to raise his children. Now, say what you want about Bad Bunny, te tiró el teléfono, he did this, he did that. He's not humble. But I think this interview really showed what Bad Bunny has said all along. Bad Bunny is just a gimmick. Benito is really him, and he's humble, and he wants change for the island. But anyways, guys, I can go on, but I'm very curious to know what you guys thought about all of the clips you saw, and this one in particular. Let me know down below in the comments, and don't forget to like and follow for more gossip, chisme, and all things tea.